right, good morning, good morning. Here we are at the full moon in Sagittarius with a partial lunar eclipse. So we'll do some lunar yoga this morning. And we're going to stir up our power, our personal power and our faith. Sagittarius is about faith and spirituality and justice as well. So we'll start with centering and kind of calm down from the week, from the busyness, as we've had so much going on. So if you want to bring your hands into a mudra, you're welcome to do that, and just as part of your centering. So remember to extend and elongate your spine. Be sure to open your crown chakra, allowing all the inspiration to come in, bringing in light. As a matter of fact, you can do that right now. Just imagine a shaft of life coming in from the cosmos, bright, bright white light, bringing it in through your crown and filling up your body. The source is our filling station. And then expand that light out into your energy field, maybe 4 feet all around you in a sphere. This is cleansing, and it helps to connect us, and it certainly brings in our light aspects and lightening us. So sitting there as a big ball of white light, we'll come in and focus on our breath, tuning in. Just see how your breath is going, whether or not you're holding during any part of your breathing function. And if they're long or short breaths. Let go of the week and all the activity. Be aware of any emotion that has surfaced. Just be with it and allow it to flow through you. We don't have to hold on to it. Let it move. Check in with your physical body, your muscles and joints. And know that all is well. God has our backs. And the more peacefulness we draw up from within ourselves and emit, we transmit, the more that's going into the collective and assisting with the collective consciousness and the earth. And a few cleansing breaths, just bring palms into prayer hands, Anjali Mudra, and breathe arms up overhead. Make your exhale double your inhale. To emphasize relaxation. Nice deep breaths. And one more round. Deep cleansing breath. And relax your hands. And just picture, Pat, this should be easy for you because you're wearing purple. But just picture your crown chakra with the violet color there. And mix some in with that white light that you drew in and expanded around you. Bringing in some purple light as you practice your yoga this morning. So let's just start with some seated cat stretches. Bring your feet out in front of you, just hip width apart, palms on your knees or shins, and lift, elongate your spine, reach up through your crown, take in your breath, and exhale, round it out. Chin to your chest, leaning back, arm's length. Pull in your tummy, squeeze it all out, and inhale, scoop it forward, and come up into your arch, loosening in your spine. Just a few rounds at your own pace. One more round, coming up into your arching cat. And down into your rounded cat. And then just come into neutral spine. Bring your feet in a little bit. Reach your arms forward, just parallel to the floor. And lean back. Now, be sure you relax your neck and jaw. You want a straight, long spine. And then lift your toes, engaging your core muscles. And then bring both arms over to the right and come into a little twist as you have your abdominal muscles engaged. And then other side. Come back to center. Let your feet down for a moment. Just come into an arch, a counter pose. Inhale. Back to neutral spine. Reach your arms forward. Lean back. Just a nice long spine. Lift your toes. And the next level is to bring your legs, your shins, parallel to the floor. And optional, if you wish, you can lift your legs all the way up into boat pose. Now separate your feet and lower them down. Bring your hands behind you, and we'll take our knees side to side to loosen in our hips a little bit. Now, as you work with this, make it a little more stretchy. Lift the first knee, let the other knee stay until it has to come along. So as you stretch open on that knee, then wait until you just have to bring that other leg in, okay? Just drag it like there's a string on it, and it stretches until it won't stretch any further, and then come over. So this is going to open your hips a little bit. Okay, and then come back, sitting with your feet about hip width apart. Lift your arms. This jacket is a little, there we go. Just reach forward, lean back, the straight spine. Lift your toes. This time, loosen up in your ankles. Both directions. And then lift your low legs up. Lift up into boat pose. Flex your feet here. Point your toes. Flex, point, and squeeze your toes. Stretch them out. Squeeze, stretch. And you may be ready to let your feet down onto the floor. All right, great job. Okay, so open your knees into swastika. We're just going to swing a little bit. So if you have your knees over to your left hand will be on the floor. And bring your right arm back behind you and swing it up on the diagonal. So you're facing that front knee, bent knee, and just swing your arm. A little twist as you go back, opening the arm, shoulder. Okay, the next time you bring your arm up, hold there and reach, stretch, and with your palm on the floor, open your fingers, press down on the inner knuckle. And then this time we'll bring the arm back and we'll swing up and come onto our shins and knees. Open the chest, reach open, come into a bit of an arch here. Whatever your body will allow, press down in your feet and legs. And then come down, and 2 more times at your own pace. Give yourself a nice arch. And then come back down. Let your hips down onto the floor and bring both hands just beyond your thigh on the front bent knee. Lift up in your crown and gently walk your hands to the back, coming into a twist. Just walking to your edge. And the first point of resistance, turn, look over your shoulder. Breathe and relax into your twist. Squeezing out tension, tightness, toxins. And then slowly, always come out of these stretches, these twists, slowly. Come around to the front, and we're just going to come over onto the other side. Okay, so legs in swastika. Just roll that back hip forward and reach on the diagonal, and then swing. So you're warming up your back here for your twist. And then the next time you're up, just hold there and reach. And now we'll start our lift. So bring your arm back, inhale your way up, open the chest, arch in your back, just lengthen out and curve the banana shape to the back. Open the heart, your throat, and come down. And 2 more times at your own pace. And then come down, sitting, and bring that hand around. So both hands are together just beyond your thigh. Walk your hands around to the back. Elongate your spine so that you're keeping your spine safe in their twist. Look over your shoulder. Breathe. And then unwind slowly, returning to center. And just bring your feet back onto the floor. All right. So coming up onto the balls of your feet. Rocking on your toes. Excellent for the Achilles tendon, the soleus muscle. Now separate your feet and bring your arms inside your knees and open the hips. This is always a good hip opener. Side to side. And then come into Malasana in center. And press the knees open a little bit more as you bring your thumbs towards your heart center. All right, bring your hands back down, come onto your right foot and stretch out your left leg, toes up, flexing the foot, a stretch in a half squat. And bring that foot in, take the other leg out, toes up, foot flexed. Nice stretch for the inside of the leg. And the hamstrings too. And then we'll come back in onto the balls of our feet for noose pose. And we'll invoke Ganesh, the Lord of Obstacles, invoking him to help us as we're ready, removing boulders and obstacles, bringing palms in to prayer hands. And we come into a prayer twist. So turning to your left and then bringing hands into Ganesh Mudra. The outside hand fingers go forward, rotate the palms, and then slide the hands along, hooking your fingers in Ganesh Mudra. The mantra is Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Bring palms back to prayer hands, back to center, and just bring your hands onto the floor, knees down, and let your feet out, circle around, loosen up. You can pat the floor with your tops of your feet, and we'll prepare for the other side. Okay, just come up onto the balls of your feet. Now you can isometrically stabilize as you press your feet down as though you're trying to squeeze your feet together, but you're pressing into the floor. That's one way you can help yourself stay stable. So coming into your prayer twist, over to your left, and then your Ganesh Mudra. Turning the outside fingertips forward, sliding and hooking fingers. And Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha, Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. Invoking Lord Ganesh. And bringing palms onto the floor, let your toes out, pat them on the floor, loosen them up, circle, whatever you need to do to get comfortable again. And we'll come into an elbow plank. So just come down onto your forearms here. You want your elbows right under your shoulders. Stretch your legs out and level your hips. Engage your core muscles. Wrinkle free in the neck. Like turtle, extend your neck out. Press your heels away. Breathe. Get a nice calf stretch here. Now let your knees down and bring your hands into folded hands, just overlapping the pinky finger, and then lift up again and walk your feet in towards your arms, coming into dolphin pose. Press your heels towards the floor, tilt your hips up. And bend your knees. Lift up and bring your arms around to the back, interlace fingers, and stretch your arms away, stretching the other way, a counter pose. Lift your chin, your shoulders, and release. Now taking your arms and pressing your knuckles towards the floor. Shoulders will pull down away from your ears, lift up in your crown. And then release, shake it out, circle around in your wrists, and swing your arms a little bit. Just loosen up. Fingers, give a squeeze. Good. Okay. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Stretch your feet back. Just walk them back. And our dolphin was a nice preparation to stretch our calves in our down dog. We'll come forward into up dog. So as you bring your hips forward, come onto the tops of your feet, legs together, bring the chest through. Legs are off the floor, so they're engaged, hips are engaged. And then roll up over the toes, coming back into downward dog. We'll repeat that. I'll demonstrate it from the side. So coming into plank, passing through plank, onto the tops of your feet, and legs are off the floor. Lift your chin, open the shoulders. And last time, downward dog. Roll up over the toes and separate your feet. Okay, so from here, we'll just lift up the right leg. Reach it up into three-legged dog. Bend your knee and just bring your foot forward into sun pose. Now we're going to strengthen this right leg. You can come onto your fingertips if you want, but bring the weight onto that right foot. Start to come forward and lift your hips up. Drag that foot in. Head to knee. And then just take your right leg back. And relax your hips into sun pose. All right, same thing on this side. Transfer the weight. Roll forward onto the front foot. Start to lift your hips. Use your left thigh.
Lift and drag the back foot in if you can for your head to knee pose, Utkatasana. And then soften your knees. Take your arms out to the side. Lift up into chair pose. Just reaching up. So feet are hip width apart, toes forward. Knees are over your first and second toes. Draw your core muscles up and in. Good. Now from here, bring your arms parallel to the floor, still in chair pose. Reach your hips back and your fingertips forward. Lower down deeper into your chair pose. Good. And lower your palms down onto the floor. Step it back. Come into a plank. Now, bring your left hand into center, closer to your right hand. Bring your left outer edge of the foot onto the floor and stack your right foot on top and roll into your side plank. And then just lift your hips up and center. Up, center. One more. Up and center. Hold and lower down. Swing your feet to the other side. And we'll come into plank. Now bring your right hand into center. Bring the outer edge of your right foot onto the mat. Flex both feet. Stack your left foot on top or separate your feet however you wish to do that. Make a nice straight line. Strengthen core muscles, shoulders. And bring your arm down. Let your knees bend. And come down onto your hips. Okay. Then up onto the balls of your feet. A thigh stretch. So you're on your toes. Your toes are curled under. Knees are bent. Just bring your hands around behind you. Can be palms, fingertips, knuckles. Take in your breath and lift your hips. Stretch your thighs and relax. Inhale, lift. And relax. Inhale, lift. Hold and breathe. And let your hips down. Let your toes out. Come down into your child's pose. Arms at your sides, palms up. And rest. Breathe. And then roll up. Come up onto your toes. Downward dog. And then walk your feet in. Hands towards your feet, head to knee pose. And then soften your knees, take your arms out and lift your crown up and bring palms in. Good job. Okay. Now interlace your fingers into Kali Mudra and breathe arms up overhead. So from here, I recommend a good way to stretch your shoulders is to take your fingertips back and like you're scooping out peanut butter from the jar, reach back with your fingertips and then lift and straighten your arms. So let's practice that one more time. Hands are in Kali Mudra. Index fingertips are pointing up. Breathe, arms up overhead. Scoop back with your fingertips. Reach, go as far as you can. And then stretch your arms up behind your head if they'll come. Squeeze your ears. And you're in Tadasana, in mountain pose with Kali Mudra. So now give a little wiggle to your hips. Yes, you know where they are. Good. Reach up once again, take in your breath. As you exhale, take your hips slightly out to your right and come into crescent moon. And lift into center. Reach, breathe. Hips to your left and exhale right. Once more each side. Breathe. Reach, hips, and arch. Crescent moon. Rotate shoulders forward. You don't want to be here. That's relieving the stretch. You want to get into the stretch. Reach. And inhale. Press up. Hips. And crescent moon. And press down on your feet. Reach your fingertips up. Release your hands. And lower down. Just to parallel to the floor. From here, turn your thumbs to the back, rotate in the shoulder. So your palms are facing back and eventually up. Now from here, I'm going to turn sideways. You want to keep your arms up as high as you can. We're going to bring them to the back, keeping them up as high as you can, but keep lifting in the chest. Bring your arms in close. So as close as they'll come behind you. So you're lifting up and in. You're still rotating in your shoulders. From here, tiny, tiny little pulses. So you're going in as far as you can. You're at your maximum stretch already. And then pulse. In, 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 in. From the side, looks like this. So you're probably feeling this in your triceps muscles. That's what we're toning up, that upper arm. You do this 3 times a week. Work up to 100 pulses 3 times a week, and you'll have a nice, smooth upper arm. And release. Shake it out. Circle around in your shoulders. We're going to stretch in the triceps in a moment because that'll keep you from being sore tomorrow. And reverse your circles. Lift your shoulders. That's it. Good. All right. Now bring both arms up overhead. Breathe. Bend your right elbow and hold on with your left hand. So you're just bringing your hand down your back. You want your arm behind your head if it'll come. If not, that's okay, wherever it'll fit. You want to press your head against your arm to open the shoulder. Take in your breath. Separate your feet just slightly. Inhale. Exhale into a side stretch. And feel those tricep muscles lengthen. Press up to center. Inhale. And relax. And then bring arms up overhead once again. Bend your right arm. Reach for that with your left hand. Pull it behind your head if it'll come. Lots of different bodies. Some are really flexible in the shoulders, some are a little tighter. No worries, it's good for everybody. Inhale, lift your shoulder up, your elbow up. Exhale, hips to the left and side stretch. And back to center. And release your arms down, shake them out. So you do that one exercise 3 times a week. Doesn't even have to be every day unless you want to. But that works for this upper arm, keeps the chicken skin away, and tones up your muscles, keeps you strong. We want to be strong. Okay, so you'll want to turn sideways on your mat or turn your mat for Warrior 2. And we'll work with Warrior 2 and our balancing half moon for our lunar yoga this morning. So turn out your left foot. See if you can keep your hips pointing forward. Hold on, we have somebody knocking at the door here. It's Debbie. I don't see her yet, but okay, so we're preparing for Warrior 2. The back foot heel is turned away. Get a nice wide stance. Bring arms out. Good morning. 5-pointed star, preparing for Warrior 2. Check your alignment of your feet. Whoops. Take in your breath. And bend your left knee out into Warrior 2. Shoulders down away from your ears. Reaching through your fingertips. Press firmly, root into the ground, into the earth. Gaze over the fingertips, over your bent knee, and relax into your almost said twist, sorry, your Warrior 2. So let's give ourselves a little challenge. Turn your palms forward, and your head can face forward as well. Take in your breath. Exhale and tilt. Coming down in front of your leg. Reach your fingertips towards the floor. Really press down in your feet. It can be a little slippery here. Open the chest. And reach the fingertips up to come out. Inhale. Good. Deeper into your pose, a little deeper. And then bring the knee in. Inhale. Switch to the other side. Take in another breath. Exhale out into your Warrior 2. Root firmly into the ground. Earth Mother's there. Send your roots down. Deepen your pose. Gaze over your fingertips. And turn your palms forward. Take in a breath. Head forward. Exhale and tilt out to the side. Fingertips down towards the floor. Rotate the shoulders forward. Keep rolling that hip back as much as your body will allow. Look up. It's kind of like triangle with a bent knee, right? Press down in the feet. Lift the fingertips up and out into your warrior two once again. Deepen your pose. As your hips warm up, they will stretch a little further. Keep pressing back in that bent knee. And then inhale, bring it in, 5-pointed star. Let's come into a forward fold here. Take in your breath. Activate your legs. Hinge forward in your hips. You can even bring your hands to your hips. Keep a straight back. And come down for a stretch. You can slide your hands down your legs to your feet or ankles or on the floor and center. Okay, engage muscles in your legs, press down in your feet, extend your arms out, extend your spine out, parallel to the floor. Isometrically squeeze your legs together, lift your crown up, easy on the back. That way you're safe, keeping yourself safe. All right, relax your arms for a moment, step your feet in until you're in a short stance for warrior two. We'll come into our balancing half moon. So bend your left knee over your toes. Keep the shoulders and hips forward. I advise everyone, I suggest that you keep your right arm alongside your body. If you need a block, you can set that to the outer side of the front foot. Bend the knee. Bring your fingertips down. You want to be on a diagonal off the pinky toe, about a foot. Align your hips and shoulders forward. Transfer the weight onto the front foot and hand. Lift the back leg up. Press through your heel and lift into your balancing half moon. Now hinge down in that front hip. Root through that foot that's supporting you on the floor, down into the earth. Keep lifting the back leg up, reaching through your fingertips on both hands. Reach through your crown and you're all opened up. And see if you can lift that hand off the floor. And then come back up. And we'll go to the other side. Oh, it feels so good, doesn't it? Balancing half moon. Okay, a narrow stance of warrior two. Bend the right knee. Left arm is alongside your body. Check your foot alignment. And then reach down diagonally away from the pinky toe about a foot. Now, right here, realign shoulders and hips, looking forward. Looking forward to your half moon, right? Transfer the weight onto the front foot and hand. Lift the back leg up. Straighten your knee. Reach up with that hip. Now, you want to be like you're able to fit between two panes of glass. Lift. Reach up with that left hand. So you want to make sure the back leg is in alignment. Some people reach forward or back and that takes you out of alignment. Keep lifting up your heel. Open the shoulders. Press down in the hinge of the front hip. See if you can lift your hand up and out. Yay. Okay, standing twist right away. Loosen it up. Let it go. You did great. Come back to center. Circle around in your shoulders. Let it all go. Okay. Come down onto your mat for rocking the baby. Just bring your right knee in. Reach for the left leg. Hold on. Just ease into it. Hold on to your ankle. You can lift and lower that foot, rocking side to side. As you loosen up, you can bring that foot into the bend of your elbow. Flex that foot though. Bring it in and rock the baby. Lift in your spine and bring the leg to you rather than bending. Stay lifted and bring it in. You can also go side to side. All right. This helps to open the hip. It's a counter pose for your balancing half moon. Switch legs and see how it feels on this side. Hold on and rock. Flex that right foot, and if you can, if it'll fit, bring it to the bend of your elbow, right into the inside of your elbow, and rock your baby side to side, lifting your spine. Notice the sensations in your hip. So lift up tall, bring the leg into you, and then let it go. Stretch your legs out. Hands on the floor behind you, just roll your hips side to side to loosen up. Okay. Bend both knees, just bring feet onto the floor. Bring your right arm around your legs, left hand behind you. One final gentle twist. Reach up through your crown, facing forward. Breathe. Exhale. Use your arms to draw you into your twist. Slowly unwind. And just bring your other arm around front. Reach up in center, facing forward first. Inhale. And then twist. You always want to lift before you twist so you don't grind your vertebra. You don't want to wear them down over time. You might hear little pops or crackles. Just your spine is aligning. Breathe. Slowly unwind and prepare for your Savasana. Okay. If you need some water before you relax down on your back, honor any urging from your body.
The work is done. The effort is over. Now you just simply relax, let it go. Let your thoughts slow down even more. Check around your body. Did you pull your hips under? Did you roll them under? Your shoulder blades, are they rolled under? Palms turning up. Now, like a feather dropping from a bird's nest up high in the tree, as it floats down towards the ground, let your body float down. And breathe naturally. No effort here at all, none. No movement, not even thinking. Excuse me. Now bringing your awareness back just a little bit. Think about peace, peacefulness, peace, harmony, equanimity, balance, peace. Feel it within yourself. It's already there. Allow it to come to awareness. And then you bring your awareness to your physical body, coming back to the physical awakening to this dimension, aware of the sounds in the room. Maybe you have birds where you are. Feel any air currents around you, warm or cool. Feel your heartbeat. Can you feel it? See the rainbow your chakras make from your root pelvic floor up your spine to the top of your head and beyond. And just bring some little moves into hands and feet. Press your low back down into the mat for a moment. If you like, roll your head side to side. Ah, bliss, well-being. Slide your feet together. Draw your knees up to your chest and hug them in nice and close. Roll side to side and then eventually press over to one side and press into sitting. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra. Full moon is a good time to release. If you like, you can bring your hands into Kali Mudra like we did in Tadasana and point your fingers down. A symbol of release. And a mudra to seal in the benefits, the energy of your practice. As you release through your fingertips, bring in more white light through your crown. Fill up your body. You're at the filling station again. Draw it in. Fill her up. Extend it out 4 feet from your body. Another ball of white light. All right, and bring palms to prayer hands. May you experience peace and harmony. May you transmit and emit peace and harmony all day long, forever and a day. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here.